All right, the new Jurassic World movie is probably gonna be ass. Like, I'm gonna just come out and say it. And the reason why it's gonna be is because all the characters from the last film are literal idiots to the point where I can definitively prove it. And to do so, I'm gonna go through the whole 2015 Jurassic World movie and highlight every single dumb decision made. Anytime a stupid decision is made, I'm gonna give this movie a stupidity triggered decision point, or an STD. And by the time I'm done with this movie, I think I'll have given it a lot of STDs. All right, so the movie starts off with Mother of the Year here, sending off her kids, Zach and Gray, to spend a week at Jurassic World with their aunt, Claire, who, according to the parents, can quote,
"She handles 20,000 people a day. She can handle 2 more.
We just started this and you're already proving your incompetence as parents. Yo, how much time is she gonna make for these kids if she's already got 2,000 other people to look after? So they get to the island and they get picked up by their aunt. And by aunt, I mean their aunt's assistant, because she has 2,000 other people to look after. We then cut to their Aunt Claire showing a group of sponsors around and throwing them a pitch about what they're creating, and that
but consumers want them bigger, louder, more teeth.
Which would be a great idea if you weren't making actual ass dinosaurs. And then boom, she brings up their oddly named Abdominus Rex, their genetically modified hybrid. Also, this guy asks,
how did you get 2 different kinds of dinosaurs to, you know...
Whose man's is this? After they tease the androgynous Rex, Claire actually visits her nephews on the island, who she's supposed to be taking care of, where it's revealed that it's been 7 years since they've seen each other. So how the hell they know she gonna be a good guardian? But it's not a huge deal because she just pawns her nephews back off to Zara because she's an awful person. So, you know, it's fine. We then cut to the control room where we meet some of the park analysts and this guy, whom Claire berates for wearing a Jurassic Park shirt. And this whole scene opens up a new can of worms. I'm livid. So for one, knowing this, the Jurassic Park movies are therefore in continuity, and no one thought after those events that maybe, hey, we should probably stop with giant lizards and shit. 2, they built this on the same island where that happened originally. No one thought that might be in poor taste. They're even using the same logo as Jurassic Park where people died. It's just a recolor. And just like she explained, yes, guy, that the shirt is in poor taste. Stupid. Everyone so it's so stupid. So eventually Claire and her boss fly to the Abominable Rex cage and notice there's cracks in the glass. And apparently it's almost killed its handlers. And here's the best part. Claire then asks her boss after seeing these things,
Think it'll scare the kids?
And her boss says,
"This will give appearance nightmares."
Is that good?
No. We're then introduced to Grady, who trains some of the raptors, and Hoskins, who I will now refer to for the remainder of this video as Dumbass War Raptor Guy, because he wants to use the raptors for war, and he's also a dumbass. After they have their little moral debate about how to treat the dinosaur, some dude working there falls into the raptor cage. Dumbass. Grady then has to go in and get him out, and the dude almost gets yonked by the raptors, while this guy is over here cheesing the whole time. Why are you smiling? He almost died. And this kind of dissolves old dude's argument that the raptors would be good for battle use because there's trust. There's clearly no trust in this relationship unless you consider trust a raptor eating your ass. Grady then tells the guy that fell into the cage that he should never turn his back to the cage. Then he proceeds to turn his back to the cage. Later on, we cut back to the kids who ditch Zara to go do whatever in a park they know nothing about. But while the faint smell of irresponsibility still lingers in the air, Claire gets a call from their mom, where she has the promise to her sister that she will actually take care of her kids. Baby Jesus. Claire is then tasked with getting Grady to take a look at the gate and see why the killer dinosaurs are trying to escape, which you figure would be something they do when they built this but whatever. And this is the point where we just get terrible decision making skills. So Grady basically tells Claire that they really up by raising the Alexander Rex in captivity and isolation, and not too long after that they do a thermal check on the cage, and oh, guess what, they didn't pick up anything on the sensors, and then everyone panics instead of just assuming the much more likely option that it was probably a mistake, because you don't just lose a 50-foot dinosaur. Like, they then peep claw marks on the side of the walls that are like essentially little tiny scratches. And that's all the information they needed to confirm that it was out, I guess. Like, okay, I'm no science man, but I know damn well that this 50-foot dinosaur didn't climb these walls with these baby ass depth scratch marks. But to give them credit, the wall is only 40 feet high and the dinosaur is like 50 feet tall. Wait, hold on, just a fuck. Claire then hits the road and calls the control center to let them know about what's happening. And you know what they tell her? That it's still in the cage, because that makes sense. And also, yo, if you could get confirmation, Claire, why are you driving? Then, because why not? Both of these assholes just walk into the cage. None of you think that this could have been at least an error or something in the program? Like that makes sense. And then seconds later, boom. Guess what? Yeah, the dinosaur's been there the whole time. It's been there the whole time. So Handy Mandy over here opens up the front door and runs for his life. Then like a good 10 whole seconds later, they start shutting it. He's only like 2 seconds behind. He's gonna be fine. Close the door. And about 20 seconds later, Grady follows with the door still open. Open enough for the anonymous Rex to break through. Then come to realize the dude who initially opened the gate, he legitimately ran 30 feet and hid behind a car. Instead of, yeah, I don't know, driving that bitch. He could have at least like kept running. So when the monster finds his ass and then he dies, I felt no sympathy. So, yeah. So after realizing she's doomed everyone, Claire arrives at the control station and just starts out with,
Everyone remain calm.
how? And if that wasn't enough, they decide to not let anyone know that there's a solid chance they're all gonna die today. They then proceed to send a team with non-lethal weapons, mind you, to go swoop up the dinosaur. So essentially they might as well be armed with like Hanes underwear exclusively. The team eventually finds the tracker they had hidden in the dinosaur, and then right above them, it just pops out of the blue. And instead of immediately shooting it or running away when they see it, they just stare for like a solid 5, 6, 7 seconds. It can camouflage. Everybody got 8. Also, this dude thought a shotgun could stop a 50-foot lizard. He was stepping forward like he had the heat. Like, boy, get yomped. What? Everyone in the control room watches in shock as everybody they sent out gets killed right in front of them. And in response, Grady, you know, reasonably proposes that evacuate the island, which Claire responds with,
We'd never reopen.
Yo, is she serious? So back with the kids. Apparently, while they were running away from Zara, they got on one of the park's rides that lets them go out with the actual dinosaurs. And when they get a message on screen telling them to come the heck back, they just ignore it. Like, yo, this wasn't a suggestion. And then just to double down on terrible decision making, they figure, F it. Let's go off the road too. Back with Claire, we find her panicking because Zara is just now letting her know that she can't find the kids. So again, you're stupid. She then enlists Grady to help find them, and he then asks,
How old?
and she honestly does not know. Yo, you're a terrible aunt. The kids then go off-road, and while looking for the dinosaurs, run into the Adidas Rex. Also, it's worth noting, Grace saw it lurking behind them, but gave out no concern. So the dinosaur almost eats their ass, and they run. You did not just turn around. Are you out of the wooded area? And they end up having to jump into a lake down below. Back with Claire and Grady, they continue their search for the kids, and Claire continues to prove her incompetence as she starts screaming while a giant man-eating lizard is on the loose, and also asks Grady if he can track things by scent like a fucking dog. So back in the main area, the dumbass war raptor guy heads into the control room saying the solution to the mutant dinosaurs being free is to free more mutant dinosaurs. All right, so the head leader guy gets in a chopper and then goes to the jungle to try and capture the dinosaurs. So they eventually get in their sights and take their massive Gatling gun and shoot it dead because it's a giant target. And then the movie ends. Y'all know that's not what happened. They couldn't aim for and the Adubla Rex breaks through the orb place holding all the flying dinosaurs. And as the dinosaurs fly out, they hit the copter, and then this dude flies out the plane. So he probably should have wore a seatbelt. That's an STD. But everyone in the copter ended up dying anyway. So it's fine. We cut back to the boys who have finally gotten back onto the main grounds, and Zach says this.
We're safe now. There
then proceeds to be a gaggle of giant flying dinosaurs behind them. So spoke too soon, you get an STD. Back in the main area, an announcement finally goes off to evacuate the island, but it's like maybe a touch too late. The dinosaurs start hurting and killing people left and right. Grady also ends up getting attacked and Claire saves him. And then they make out, like in the middle of all these people dying. Maybe this might not be the time, but okay, go ahead. So everyone reconvenes and dumbass war raptor guy takes over control of the tower and sets up a plan for the raptors to hunt the endogenous. And when they set out and eventually find him, oh, guess what? The raptors switch sides because the dinosaur is part the freaking raptor. Are y'all serious? No one wanted to mention that? This would be great information. So everyone pretty much gets killed due to incompetence and miscommunication, except all the main characters, naturally. So the OG squad makes a mad dash back to the lab, which has been evacuated, like most people should have been, and then the characters just look at animals for like 10 minutes. Like there's no sense of urgency. Isn't there a tragedy going on right now? Then the dumbass war raptor guy busts in the room and gives like 1/4 of a monologue. Then all of a sudden, one of his loyal beasts pops in and then he tries to talk to it like, I'm on your side. And obviously this doesn't work because he's talking to a raptor. And then, oh, guess what? When they run outside, they run into exactly what they've been trying to avoid this whole movie. So to beat it, the lady has the bright idea to release another T-Rex. I feel like that's the root of the problem we have here. So then after a big old fight, the Andromedus gets ate by the giant ass whale dino in the water and it dies. And then everyone is happy. They head back to the main area and it's just a happy ending. Except for the fact that they're still on a island with a shit ton of dinosaurs still on. Like the ending scene is just the giant T-Rex roaring above where all the people are. But yeah, that's the gist of the movie. So all in all, the film's all right, okay? But everyone makes such stupid decisions that it hurts me internally. And I am almost positive that the new Jurassic World will be exactly the same. But I'm probably gonna go see it anyway, though. What's up, y'all? All right, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments section if you guys agree with what I said.
Shut up, Kurt. No one cares.
Or if you don't care about what I'm talking about. I'm going to VidCon. I'll be there all week. Come find me, I guess, if you care. If you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested. Well, thanks for watching, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.